After a season filled with insane games, crazy guesses, and broken records, we finally have arrived at the finals of Rank Roulette Season 3, between two of the greatest to have ever done it. Up first is a man who is not only very familiar with Bowser's Big Castle, but also has a very deep understanding of StarCraft 2 and its respective ranks. Please put your hands together for the third best caster the GSL has ever had. It is Artosis.
Woo!
You're not introduced yet, Lowko. You can't clap.
I'm clapping for him!
All right. If our second player's brain is half as big as his forehead, we are in for a treat tonight. This man fought his way from the third place in the regular season to having a shot at becoming Rank Roulette's first ever two-time champion. It's Lowko!
Boo. I'm wearing my medal and everything today, guys. It's a great time.
Really? All right. I
had to dig it up, but I found it.
You had to dig it up? This is not the first thing people see when they enter your home?
No, sadly not. I really shoot, man. When I win the second one, yeah, I'm gonna have to make like a little
the trophy case.
A little trophy case.
The time of medal is behind us
and the
now.
jackets.
You might be waiting a while for that, buddy.
Okay, all right. Maybe we'll see.
First game, my friends, is going to be a very special one, as we have a Terran versus Terran on the Korean server. Your ex-home server, Dan. How does it feel?
Yeah, well, no, it doesn't feel like very much, man. It feels like there's not a lot of players on the Korean server, so I'm almost gonna lock in GM right now.
Definitely not Masters 1 is whatever you choose.
Our SCVs are under attack.
What's going on here? He just flew by one of those Reapers. Like, he flew by with one of the blue Reapers past the barracks in red, and then he just didn't care. He continued going.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to tell because it's just micro right now.
Yeah, pretty good.
And it's like, you can't look at the supply either because a lot of damage is being done. So I'm like, okay, the opponent is supply blocked here at 31. That's pretty bad, but, like, I mean, there's all this harassment going on.
Yeah, but the micro and the macro, 600 minerals for a blue Terran. Not feeling it.
Yeah, it's not GM as I had first expected.
No matter how low the bar is, this will never be GM.
No. It doesn't matter what server you go to, this is not it.
Maybe the Australians have something to say
We'll probably
about
get a
it.
game on a Chinese server before too long, you never know. Okay, they're pretty quick on the pullbacks and everything, though. The micro is not bad. Wait, did that factory produce all of that? Oh, no. Wait. No. Was there a meta
That would have been so... He didn't have an add-on and then he goes add-on and makes a tank? Oh my god, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, but it was
that would have
Viking
also
flying
dropped
away.
the rank like two sizes or something.
Additional supply depots required.
Double eBay at this point. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? But the drops are quite quick. Everyone keeps getting supply block. It's hard to say because they're being so aggressive. I feel like if this was a completely calm macro game, it might not have been that bad.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that same exact feeling where it's like this. They could be better than they look, just because it's been insane. Like when stuff falls apart, people play so much worse.
Yeah.
Those two siege tanks though that we just saw sieging up there against the opponent's cliff may not have been great.
Interesting planetary location as well.
It's like, okay, so they're bad, but they're not terrible. You know?
Yeah.
There's like redeeming qualities here. That's a funny hidden expansion. Oh my god, I just realized.
There's a separate hotkey for Viking Raven as well, and every single time there's any harassment, the pullbacks, like Lowko said, are actually really quick. Like, I'm kind of surprised by that.
Oh, well, this one not so much. Okay, he's gonna land them eventually. But overall, there is definitely some speed.
Yeah. Also, the way the camera moves makes me feel a little bit nauseous. Which can't be too good. Like, I watch a lot of pro games. That doesn't upset my stomach as much as this one did. Like, the way he scrolled across, it actually hurt.
This
Korean
one's
server,
actually...
right?
This one feels a little bit hard, honestly. I'm kind of hemming and hawing on where I think this is at.
Yeah. Same thing here. There's some things that went really well, and some things that didn't go so well. And obviously they had a lot of money piled up and a couple supply blocks and stuff, but like you said, it's not too uncommon that happens, right? As soon as like the game is a little bit crazy and you can't really practice it as much.
Yeah, when we're talking about actual moves, like what was the worst move in this game, except for like the micro and the relatively poor macro? Like there was no real terrible game decisions. No. Perhaps not. The planetary on the wrong side of the map wasn't great.
You pointed out,
the
though,
Reaper. Sorry, go ahead.
I think like the speed of the double eBay really didn't make sense when you compare it to what was going on, like the economy size and the amount of production buildings. Like that really didn't make sense. So there was like that actually weighed it down more for me than a lot of the other stuff.
Yeah, I think so too. Because you can still look at your relative economy and be like, okay, I have 30 workers, I have 1 barracks. Perhaps this is not the time to get 2 upgrades out right now in such a flexible game, such an aggressive game. Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with my gut instinct, man. I almost knocked it down a league, but I figured, you know what? No, I'm gonna stay where I was.
Yeah,
I think the double eBay was a bit tricky, yeah. But he also had a lot of money, so he probably figured, you know what? Better just spend it on something rather than just have it sitting around.
He's like, I definitely want to have that +1 armor in a couple minutes rather than a way bigger army.
At like, 32 SCVs or whatever.
The best part is that
you know what? You should just get building armor. That would make more sense.
Honestly, ship weapons. My man had like 20 Vikings and 4 Ravens, like 4 Marines. I'm not quite sure what the double eBay was supposed to achieve, but yeah. All right, we got our answer from Lowko.
Okay. Oh, it's so hard because like I've been going between 2 different ranks, and then Lowko's like, I'm going with my gut, and I'm like, should I go with my first gut? Because I had a first gut, and then as we talked, I'm like, oh, I should put it just 1 lower.
Yeah,
and you know,
an
I can't
entire
use
league
2s.
or like a division.
Just one lower. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my gut. What my first gut was.
All right. Well, at least we have 2 different guts. That's one thing we know for sure. We'll see whose gut is right. Artosis, what did you pick?
Diamond 3. And I was thinking of going to Platinum 1. That's where I was kind of like, that was my line right there.
So rather lower than higher is what you thought here.
Yeah. It's if it's higher than Diamond 3, man, I'm gonna be pretty surprised.
Okay.
I went Diamond 1. I think it's a little bit better. Yeah, there were some really fast moves. And until you started looking at the resource counts, they weren't super high, but they were doing some pretty cool micro. And I've got a feeling that people below mid-diamond probably, aren't that fast. Then again, it's Korean server, though, so it's a little difficult to say.
Yeah, no, everyone in Korea has such high APM, it's actually kind of insane. So I think I did better here. And are we playing Price is Right rules where if Lowko went over, he doesn't get any points?
That is that's not how Rank Roulette works. No,
I would like to suggest that we play Price is Right rules.
That's the case. We're gonna have to adjust a couple things, guys.
Too late, Lowko. Your answer is locked in. Hamster spin the wheel. We're gonna figure out Price is Right rules, boys. Thanks for the $50, by the way, Dan. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Ooh.
Nicely done.
Damn, I wish I had gone to Plat 1 now.
Oh, man. I originally wanted to go Diamond 2, and I went Diamond 1, and I was Diamond 2. Locked in Diamond 1.
Lowko, you know the theory about not going for 2s, right? You have to be decisive in Rank Roulette.
That's true, actually. Yeah, never go for one of the middle leagues.
Yeah. That's giving in to weakness.
This literally makes no sense. You know that, right?
Dude,
like
no,
the entire concept. Sense. No, it really doesn't.
Only cowards go to 2.
No, it isn't even a coward move. There are people that are in a second division. This would only make sense if people were in either the first or in the third. But there is an entire division 2 that is actually being used at this moment. You can. You said this last time as well. This is ridiculous. It literally makes no sense.
Dude, people that are in Division 2 just haven't played enough games to fall into a 1 or a 3. Okay? And those people don't watch Rank Roulette and give their replays.
Right. What if you're a 3 going to 1, though? You just skip it?
No, transitional phase. Obviously.
Oh,
I'm kind of behind it. I apologize for screaming at you earlier.
You really hurt my feelings here.
It was slow. I was a bit slow at it. That's fine. Second game is probably also going to be a bit slower as we're moving to the North American server with a Zerg versus Terran.
Man, those Korean players are fast now. In Platinum League? Ooh. Okay.
I feel like that's actually a really good thing to watch for in Rank Roulette, is like just peer down and look at their APM. It can tell you like a lot. Like, look at this poor guy. Oh my god, he's 100 APM.
The Zerg was floating at 400, so he probably has like the repeat rate at 12,000 or something. You know, like,
Yeah.
It's a Battlecruiser opener, but no Battlecruiser started yet. He goes for a Viking? Wait, what? Wait, he just finished a...
The fusion core.
Yeah, didn't he?
Yeah, he's tricking the Lowko.
Fusion core into Viking build. That's sick.
Dude,
I haven't seen that one before. Yeah.
That's not for a BC, man. Oh, okay.
Oh, there it is. It's an anti-timing. Okay, those are all the rage these days.
Macro hatch in the main before the fort, by the way. Just interesting thing. Oh, to be fair, I don't really mind it, because my man is floating 2,500 minerals at the 7-minute mark.
Yeah, but he does have 7 queens, so... I mean...
Could be professional.
And it's NA. This guy's higher than we think.
Oh, gets it out.
You can make the ooh noise. I know that this Terran just looked at the BC for the past 3 minutes and at nothing else. He was waiting for that moment.
But he got it out so low. He didn't panic, you know? He knows his timings.
Yeah,
This is a strong player.
This is a strong player.
Are you trying to bait me, Dennis? So what's going on right now?
A little bit, yeah.
How is it possible that the Zerg has been floating legit at least 3k resources for the past minute and a half and still has 20 more supply than the Terran? This makes no sense.
He also never made a Spire. He was just relying on the queens. You love to see the trust in the queens, but not sure if it's the best move.
Oh my god.
He's still playing Battlecruisers, by the way.
Oh, yeah, he's making 2 at a time.
Yeah.
Planetary on the third. The classic.
Oh, there you go. Sick move. I feel like it's a Zerg player winning this game, guys.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh,
I just
man.
hope for NA that this isn't a buff plat.
It's definitely...
Well,
Okay, you
the
know
thing
what?
is, you got to take into consideration server strength, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's a little bit difficult. I think trudging NA can be tricky sometimes.
This was significantly worse than last game, though.
Yeah.
Significantly.
Wait, the last one was Platinum 2?
Yeah.
Actually, you can't really take that into account, man. I've gotten baited by this in the past with previous rounds of Rank Roulette, where I considered the previous one, and that one was just a disaster.
Yeah. The weird thing is that I feel like that maybe battle cruisers are just so good at a lower level that it doesn't matter that much. But then again, like the constant floating of money by the Zerg is sick. On the other hand,
Yes,
build a lot of
7K,
drones, which is a
4K.
good thing to have. Look, how is it possible to have 130 supply while you're floating 10k resources?
That was actually not a bad game either, right? Like, they roughly knew what they were supposed to do. Because Zerg had, like, a decent amount of workers, but then he was going Hydrolling Bane against Battlecruisers, right? Which isn't really the go-to unit comp.
Yeah.
The Viking after finishing up the Fusion Core, though, is a meme, right? Like, that's a disaster.
And
I
also-
feel like the biggest hint here is the mineral floating. Like, yeah,
Is
the
it?
Viking was really weird. Like, that could have been a hotkey error or something because he's microing his Hellions. I don't know, but like the fact that the Zerg is sitting there with like 3 bases on 3k and then he goes up to like 7k, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I think the mineral floating is bait.
I think a lot of it is due to the fact that they were Battlecruisers. So the
No,
Battlecruisers were
no,
flying
no,
around in the
no.
bases and...
No, also not true.
No.
No, that's actually not. He was floating 1,200 minerals before a BC showed up. I just think it's bait. I think it's irrelevant. I think Zergs can just get away with it. I actually
know what?
think
They're
money spending
actually-
is irrelevant.
Yeah, that's
you're
actually
getting
true.
tricked.
I know that you're like memeing partially,
No, I'm
but
not.
that's actually true because you can bank larva. You can actually just not macro with Zerg.
It's fine as long as you have drones. And he had the drones.
actually a good
if you're
strat.
not being killed, it doesn't matter if you have money in the bank. Like,
Yeah.
he had queens, so he's fine for the first 8 minutes, and he went up to 80 drones. Like, this could be a professional.
That's true. Holy crap!
If this is a
Change your
pro
mind
game,
here.
guys, I don't know what to say. I don't think we gotta go that high.
American pro
That
game.
was
American
Jon
pro
Snow
game.
versus Vindicta, man. Oh my god.
That's very
Okay.
rude to Vindicta. But
I
about
wanted to
accurate
go
for
with
Jon
one of
Snow.
the middle leagues, Artosis, but I'm
Yeah?
not gonna do it.
You're not going to? Okay.
I think I am. I'm gonna do it. A weak
Okay, hold
guess.
on,
A weak guess coming out of me.
Okay. Okay, hold on. I got this.
I gotta be brave with my guesses now, right? Since I'm a little behind.
Yeah, you have to be brave. And if I see a 2 come in from you,
I am already submitting a 2. I've already done it.
Oh, dude. I've got this fucking championship in the bag right now. You guys don't even know how to play rank roulette. It's so funny.
All right, Lowko, tell me what mistake you've made this time.
Oh, I went with diamond 2. And I think it's a decent enough choice. Because overall, the game wasn't that bad. I feel like the Zerg just got caught off guard against battle cruisers and he didn't know how to play against those. Everything else was kind of fine.
I actually have like heart palpitations right now. I was like,
Really?
I'm gonna crush him. He's gonna put something dumb like gold 2. But now I'm nervous. I put platinum 1.
Ooh.
I put platinum 1.
Okay,
It's just there was enough wrong that I figured that this was like kind of, yeah, I don't know. I thought platinum 1 was a good guess, but now I'm regretting it. Now I'm thinking I should have put diamond 3.
It's fine. I feel like it would have been way lower, but we'll figure it out once we spin the wheel. Hamster, please do the honors.
I hope it's higher. I really hope it's like diamond 1.
There's no way.
Dude,
it's actually
just
impossible.
Diamond 2!
Let's go,
outta
guys.
here.
That's the way to do it.
Oh my god. That's diamond 2?
And also a 2. I think that's the real takeaway here.
I like how you're trying to sabotage me. You're like, well, we got exactly 4 replays that have a 2 rank, and we know Artosis doesn't guess those, so let's get him out of here.
Smart. Wait, how many points of difference is there now between us?
No one knows.
Okay, no one knows. All right. Just keep being brave with the guesses. That's
just
all we need to know.
Ooh, 6-5.
I'll stay the course. Let's go.
For game number 3, my friends, a Protoss versus Terran on the most beautiful server at all, Europe.
Look at me. The red Protoss. All right. Sick wall. I don't need the wall anymore, right?
Why do all these guys have the same ID? What's going on?
That's such a bad joke.
Why are you laughing so much then?
I don't know. It's literally upsetting. This is a nice build order, though, out of the top.
This is not bad.
Well, I don't know what the Terran is doing.
No, this is going to be a much higher. Like, look, that's solid micro right there, right? It looks like a pretty solid build order, like 2-gate blink into Robo. He's got a skin for that Adept, so he cares enough about the game to spend extra money on it.
No. There's a lot of players in the lower leagues that spend a lot of money on games.
Is there?
This I want to
I feel like if I was a noob, I wouldn't bother.
Was that rapid fire warping? I think it was. Oh,
all right, the Zal's come in way too early.
Yeah, but the thought of, oh, no, please no.
Yeah, it's a good thought. Oh, my
God.
god, this is the worst executed thing I've ever seen.
Oh,
of course he'll
Zealots in the
crush it,
back.
though.
Yeah, because Terran is just walking. Terran's
Yeah.
barely fighting.
This is a really hard one, honestly. The early game of the top looked pretty clean. The Terran early game did not look clean. It did not look clean at all.
Full chrono as well.
I feel like what we're watching here is a diamond player that in like 2 months is going to be GM.
The Protoss?
Yeah, he's going to learn how to time that Zealot flank with the stalkers going in, and then bam, GM.
He missed like one warp in, right? He would have been
step.
crushing this.
Did you see that? He stutter stepped the Stalkers.
Protoss definitely looks a bit better than Terran here.
Multiple
better.
hotkeys as well.
Yeah.
But why is he not killing him?
Mineral field depleted.
Yeah,
He's just sort of warping in here, hanging out in the middle of the map. One
Also-
medevac drop right now and be a disaster for him, because he probably doesn't, split up his units very well.
Well, honestly, with the army supply of 49, there's going to be like 3 Marines in it. That's about it. I think he's too worried about that.
Where's the killer instinct, though? There's nothing happening.
You know
These
what
are
is
macro Protoss.
what's really getting me here is their APMs are incredibly low. If you look at when he's not warping in, they have like tiny APMs, but the game itself, like they're doing the right things, you know?
But he's a Protoss player, though, so that doesn't really say too much.
I'll laugh at every Protoss joke, man. All right, that's good.
I was going to say.
Oh, Disruptor? Colossus in the meantime? Okay.
Oh, he doesn't
love
know
the
yet that you
Colossus.
can change the path of the destruction ball. Okay. Oh, dude, this Terran.
Oof, this is a
Okay,
really
so
hard one.
I'm not sure what
Oh, God.
the MMRs are for these guys, but I know that the Protoss did not win many points for that. That's the one thing I know. That Terran was a lot worse than that Protoss player.
I agree. Significantly.
What confuses me in this game though is that he was super far ahead. He absolutely crushed that army in the middle, and then he's like, "Great, I'm gonna sit here and warp in 4 more times." Why not just do anything else? Like, why not just attack move? He could probably have won this game like 4 minutes earlier.
Well, I don't know if you've ever heard, there's like this really great piece of wisdom, Lowko, from StarCraft 2, where it's when you get ahead, get more ahead.
Oh,
okay. Going to kill people does not always work.
The Artosis doctrine that has stopped foreigners from winning for the first 8 years of StarCraft 2. Until we finally got to a meta in which Zerg was good enough that they could win late games. And all the foreigners were like, oh, this looks good to us.
Yep.
Thanks for that, Dan.
It's my
the
pleasure.
Early game
This is how I kept GSL
good, right?
relevant for so many years.
This is a rough one, honestly. Like the macro was good enough, and the build order of the TOS actually was solid as well. And the fact that this Terran sucked so much, no offense, it just doesn't help either. You know, it just makes it so much harder.
He microed that first adept. It showed up at the correct timing, right? Like everything seemed fine. Straight into blink, 2-gate blink. Yeah.
Yeah, the micro of Protoss seemed fine, not great, but fine. The thing that is really super throwing me off is it really felt like if I was judging the Terran, I would put him way lower. Like it really did not look good. And I mean, as many Protoss jokes as we want to make, there was just like no micro. Like we're seeing the Marines just like click on things and not, you know, there's like no stutter step and stuff. But the Protoss seemed like good execution, but they were both very slow.
I've put in my vote. This is a tricky one though.
This is a tough one. I feel like I could get way off on this one. Man.
You're allowed to send it in, Artosis.
I know I'm allowed. Thank you for that.
Just
I'm just waiting for them to tell me.
Harstem has somewhere to be, okay? He needs to get going.
I'm just making sure that you're aware that, you know, the voting is open. Usually on TV they always say that, unless you seem to be a Price is Right watcher. Maybe that's something they do there as well. All right. Lowko. Oh, sorry, Artosis, what did you have?
Okay, I once again went with Platinum 1. This one was tricky because again the APMs were way below what I would expect looking at the play. So it felt like it was around Platinum. If this ends up being Gold, I'm going to be kind of shocked because like what does it take to get to Platinum? Because it just seemed like the Protoss has to be at least in Platinum League.
I don't think it's Gold. I think Plat 1 is correct. I also went with Plat 1. So we went with the exact same guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting note that got whispered in my ear, by the way, is that apparently both of their upgrades, one player had 1-1 and the other had 0-0 about 14 minutes into the game. So maybe a detail that was missed, but too late now to change your votes, as we will be spinning the wheel and figuring out, well, whether you guys are correct or not. Of course, not impact the score all that much.
That means you're still 1 point ahead, right?
Am I ahead or
really?
ahead? Gold 3?
What?
Are you kidding me?
This does not belong in Gold 3.
How is that Protoss Gold 3?
Dude, I feel like he had like a build order printed out and he was reading off of it or something.
Yeah, and his micro was okay. Like, okay, he's not upgrading and stuff, but like that, it looked... Dude, that did not look like Gold 3. That's crazy.
Yeah. You said he's going to be in GM soon.
I stand by that.
He'll be a diamond soon, okay? That at least. That seems reasonable.
Gold 3 almost Masters 1. He just has to work on his walls against Zerg, and he's there, man. You watch.
It's possible,
Harstem,
honestly.
I'm low gold, high Masters.
That's all too accurate. I don't like that.
But he had multiple control groups and everything too. I feel like the average Gold League player has just the O army hotkey, right? I mean, I play with the O army hotkey most of the time.
To be fair, the final fight, there was 2 disruptor shots while half of the Stalker army was AFKing. Don't forget that. And also, I think the first adept was actually a solid 25 seconds too late. I didn't mention it, but you know, it is something that did happen. But That is now behind us, my friends, as anything is still possible in the final of Ranked Roulette Season 3, as we're heading into our final game of Protoss vs Zerg on the Chinese server. This is micro.
Knight is in the natural in the meantime. He sees it. No, he doesn't. Oh, he does. Okay.
Two-base swarm host, full wall.
Wait. It's a second prism. He's going double prism. Thought it was going to be an immortal popping out. I was going to see it. He'd be fine.
So swarm host versus mass prism. Okay, I like it. I'm digging it.
Double, like 2 base swarm host as well here from the Zerg. I think he walled himself in fully.
This drop actually was
right
pretty
now
timely.
I'm just trying to think about like how strong do I think that this
Why did he
server
just-
actually is, because
Wait.
this guy looks really bad, but like what does that mean in the Chinese server?
Oh, okay. I thought he set that Dark Templar to the main base, but it was the prism. I got very confused there. I thought he found a free mineral line with the DT in that he sent it straight to the main base.
Surely this game is completely over right now, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Zerg is super dead.
What is the next 2 minutes gonna consist of? Are you just gonna watch these DTs / building? Is the Zerg slow at
He's got to
leaving?
grind value from these swarm hosts like you've never seen.
He doesn't even have a pool anymore now, though. See, this is what throws me off. That was pretty good by Protoss, all things considered. But now he's so far ahead and he's like, great. Let's sit here for another 15 minutes, even though I could just go and win.
Well, would you really want to attack against swarm host and Nidus pops up into your main base? You lose your main base. The game ends anyway because you can't kill your opponent. I agree.
You should be sitting
empathize
back,
with it.
never attack.
Honestly, never attack against swarm. Just max out and then you go. That's it. You see, Nidus in the main. If he was attacking right now, focusing on the macro... Here, now he needs a recall.
Oh,
Would
yeah,
you look at that?
recalls the 3 units. I like how he has like units spread out all over the map right now. I'm so confused.
Yeah, but that's a
looking for
good
Niduses.
indicator that he's actually pretty decent, though, right?
Well,
To be fair, this would
I
not be the
think it
spot for a
shows
Nidus.
a lot of how bad the Zerg is. There's 0 creep spread. There's just nothing going on. He's like popping out swarm hosts and taking forever to put him back into Nidus.
That hardly seems fair.
This guy
think it
also
looks that bad.
he has
Oh, God.
beautiful skins.
Wow, you mined all those minerals
But
already?
I just learned that doesn't mean anything.
Out of minerals, idle workers.
I actually think this doesn't look that bad. The
Wait,
first
wait.
DT
Is that
drop
his?
hit so
Is that his
fast.
announcer? He's playing with an English announcer. Whose voice was that?
Was that Lowko's voice? Is he just trying to sell more announcer packs right now?
Oh my god, if it's Lowko's voice, I'm calling for a rematch. This is clearly Lowko's fans like submitting replays where they play really poorly, but they're GM.
But not just the final game, all of them need to be redone.
That's right. All the ones that I'm behind on.
Yeah. I mean,
He
This
just
one,
queued up
this is,
2 immortals.
This
Oh,
is
no.
tricky. This is tricky. Okay, so that was PVZ on the Chinese server. And it's just the Chinese server, I don't know what it looks like. Like, I've never played on it. I've never really watched it either.
So the Protoss went for a 2-base Dark Templar drop, right?
Yeah.
That's what we saw.
yeah, that's
I
correct.
didn't catch it what the timing was.
Of the
but-
first warp in?
Yeah, of the first warp in of the Dark Templar.
For 435-ish, for 3 DTs, or 440 maybe?
Okay.
It's pretty fast.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad at all. Like, maybe
But
10
he did it
seconds
against a Zerg who did a full wall off in their natural. I guess he was already committed. Yeah.
He has
Yeah,
one builder,
like a
right?
2-base. Like, I've seen silly stuff like that, like 2-base Swarm Host Nidus, but it's like a long time ago.
Used to be in
It's
Golden
not
Wall.
really like something you'd ever see now, right?
Yeah.
But it's also a Chinese server, right? So there's a good chance that maybe Protoss is aware of like more recent builds, but that the Zerg was looking at that and he's like, you know what? This is something
To
that
be
seems
fair-
cool and I'm gonna do it.
The Chinese servers always, like in every video game, have different metas than everywhere else.
Yeah.
They really have their own stuff going on. So, like, maybe that's actually, they've decided this is a great way to fight against, like, Protoss aggression or something. I don't know. But there was a couple other things, too. Like, the third base of Protoss had, like, 0 defensive anything, right? Mm-hmm. Which is, like, yeah, he has map control and everything, but at the same time, like, a lot of times you'll just, like, automatically do things like wall part of it with gates or something, you know what I mean? Just to, like...
Yeah.
You'll just, like, your brain just automatically puts stuff there to make sure that it's not just this wide open nexus. So
Plus, he knew he was
kinda
playing
throws me off,
against.
too.
He knew he was playing against Swarmhost Nidus, and then he was looking all over the map, but he was not putting defensive structures in where you would like expect the Nidus to actually go up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
like nothing
yeah.
in the main base. He had to recall for that. He warped in really slowly, and then he actually took damage from that in the main. Ugh. Like where do you expect the opponent to be attacking from? There's only really 2 places.
Good points. I think a lot of good points have been brought up, and now it's time for the final guess, my friends.
God. This is a tricky one to end on.
Yeah.
This was... Oh,
Are
man.
you stalling?
No, I have something in my head for it that I've been thinking, and I'm just gonna type that in. I'm not gonna hem and haw on this one.
You know, it would be the sickest thing if you end with a 2. That would actually have made my day. Yeah.
I don't
If I
think
end
it's
with a
2.
2! No. I'd rather lose with a 1 or a 3. This is, you know, I want to be a role model for my children, and you got to be decisive in life. My children are not going to be 2 pickers. It's not happening. You go
No
one way or you
choices.
go the other way. You're not like, I don't know, it's like somewhere in platinum.
There you go. Weakness will not be tolerated at the
will not be
Artosis
tolerated.
household.
All right, friends. All right.
Stop crying!
All right. Lowko, what do you have?
I was thinking that it's actually a pretty good game because I've seen a couple of matches on the Chinese server, and that one, I think it was Is It Imba or Do I Suck or whatever, or yeah, whatever. I saw that one episode on the Chinese server, and that was a Grandmaster League game allegedly, and that game was just terrible.
Oh no.
So I was thinking it was Master League, but just to play it safe because honestly the game was a little shaky, I went Diamond 1.
Oh, dude. Lowko has so much more information on the Chinese server than me. I
saw one game.
I'm about to just pretend my internet cut off and leave. Because I put gold 1, because I'm like, there's too much going wrong here. There's no wall. It's slow. Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, I went gold 1, man. I don't know.
All right.
I think,
well,
It could be
Final
right in the
answer,
middle though.
regret.
it's fine then. It's fine. It could still be possible. Let's spin the wheel for the final big reveal to see who has won once and for all in Season 3.
Diamond 3? Oof.
A dream come true.
Congratulations, Lowko.
Thank
Congratulations.
you.
We
I guess
end-
my greatest regret in life is that I didn't watch random Chinese StarCraft 2 like Lowko did. This is
Yeah.
where I messed up.
You don't watch every single Harstem video? That's where you messed up.
Harstem makes
Exposed.
videos?
All right, guys. The final score, Artosis at 17 points and Lowko with 14. That means that Lowko is our 2022 Rank Roulette Season 3 champion. Woo!
Thank you.
Artosis, you get
Congratulations,
second
Lowko.
place. Still
Yeah.
very impressive. It was a good field of players, and you getting second place here, setting a world record as well, the lowest amount of points ever. I'm also still impressed by. You're an example for anyone that's out there, aspiring to be a great rank rouletter, and I appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
Dozens of people.
I hope to come back and challenge for the next season.
We'll see if we have a spot for someone like you. We'll have to consider it. Do some internal discussions. Lowko, so big congrats, of course, winning this season and being the first ever 2-time Rank Roulette champion. You'll be receiving your trophy shortly. Any words that you have prepared? A big speech, perhaps?
I remember, I think it was Katz who gave a massive speech at some point, right? I didn't prepare anything, man. I was excited to be here again. I'm glad that, I ended up winning another season. I mean, obviously, I heard you're doing trophies now, so I had to come back and try again, right? I mean, I got this medal the first season, which is cool, I guess. I'll actually show it to the camera what it says. Hold up. Oh god. Hold up. 1 sec.
You can read it as well, so Artosis can laugh with us.
I don't know if you've ever shown this to any of the viewers, but what it says on the back of the medal, it says first place rank roulette. Congratulations, Lowko. You know more about ladder rank than about beating Skytos. It's a beautiful engraving, I'm not gonna lie. I still know nothing about beating Skytles. Maybe the next
amazing.
patch, we'll see.
They cost me $20 to engrave. Best $20 I've ever spent.
Hell yeah. That's money well spent, yeah.
I like it. That adds a lot of flair to it.
And that, my friends, is going to be it for this season of Rank Roulette. The reign of the Swarm continues with 3 Zerg winners in a row. Thank you all so much for watching Season 3. And we'll be back next year. Hopefully with another season of Rank Roulette. Bye bye.